How are you, Pastor Elijah?
Fine, thank you.
You're good?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's been a long while.
Yes.
And it's good to have you. I know this is one of those impromptus.
Yes.
I know you're a busy man. So karibu sana.
Thank you.
Hey, good to have you here.
Yes, on an impromptu.
Uh-huh.
It's something that I was not expecting, but I'm happy to be here. Yes.
You know, zile za kujitayarisha sana, they never come to be.
You're right.
So I decided I need to do an impromptu, knowing very well that you are a busy man. I wanted to pick your mind on something. I wanted to pick your mind on social media and media in general, and how it affects our relationships and our marriages. Now, if we look at the media, we find that bad news sell faster.
Yes.
They move at the speed of lightning. Good news take a little bit of time, or they never even get some airtime. Now, how is that affecting our marriages and even our relationships?
Thank you so much. I believe that media shapes everything that people do in the society, more so the main media. And today we have an addition of social media, where we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have TikTok, and all those platforms that have come to be with us. Let's begin here, that media is a good platform. And media used to it can of course bring positivity in the society. We know what we are doing with media. You talk of Zoom, you talk of Google Meet. Churches today have been able to access and have had additional services that were not there before COVID. I should say this is courtesy of COVID. Today we know many other things online. So churches today can access media and do that. But at the same time, on the flip side, we have media shaping our marriages, just narrowing down to marriage. Media is shaping our marriages on the negative. And I'll try to explain this, because today is actually, everywhere you go, you will see a couple that has gone out for coffee or dinner, but both of them are on their phones. So they went out there, they went to have a good time, but both of them are into different worlds. So they are together, but both of them are very far. One is on Facebook, the other one is on YouTube, or is on TikTok, you know, and you realize that most of these restaurants today are Wi-Fi enabled.
Exactly.
So you get into a place, and the next thing somebody asks, even before they ask for the menu, what's the password of the what's the password of the Wi-Fi? So they connect very fast, and they begin to watch content that have been created. Now, the danger is that we do not have a lot of content that are positive online. So majorly the content that we have online are people saying, you know, I left my man, this was it, you know, I left my wife, this was it, and you know, they are giving many reasons, and some of those testimonials, by the way, they are fake testimonies.
Cloud chasing,
they are,
its best.
You called it, the name is supposed to be called, it's crowd chasing. And it's a big business right now. Crowd chasing is a big business. We should actually tell our viewers that crowd chasing, most people in search of popularity, in search of fame, guys are even faking breakups, more so the celebrities that we know. So they will sit and agree, let's fake a breakup, because we know when the public hear that, you know, we have broken up, and I will tell you what happens. So they agree they will break up, and then the next thing you hear, after you have searched their story, the next thing you hear, they have released a song. The next thing you hear, they are releasing something. So you see, they pulled you to themselves, and then they release a song, and then that song's become a hit. You know? And so what the media is doing to an innocent couple out here that are working their marriage and are ready to fight for their marriage, once they see this celebrity, and remember, by the way, faith comes by hearing and sometimes seeing. So it is what we see, it's what we hear.
We keep
so
taking
someone
it in.
who was ready to fight for their marriage, because they have seen celebrity A and B have divorced, so they begin to buy into the lie. Eventually, this one couple that, you know, they had issues before, but they could fight and struggle with their issues, they now decide, you know, we are calling it quit. If Furani and Furani can call it quit, Sebuse sisi. You know, somebody decides, you know, if celebrities can divorce, who are we? And people begin to think that that is the true gospel that is out there. What the challenge here is, Shiko, that there are people out here that are really working for their marriages, but they do not have the airtime. They are working, you know, and there are many. It's not actually one. There are so many couples out here who are fighting, whose marriages are working. Of course, we know there is a couple that they celebrated the other day 33 years of marriage.
Sure.
Now, that one is not in the limelight. It's not in the main media. And if you took that to the main media, they may not buy that because of the statement you began with, that bad news sells. And when you go out there saying, you know, we are 33 years in marriage, many people would think you are bragging. Many people would think this is not news. What they want to hear is that...
They even ask, so what?
So what? What they want to hear is that you have divorced. Or you have battered your wife. That is new. That is news. Or you have left your wife after 33 years of marriage. That can actually be on the front page of any newspaper.
And it will sell.
And that's what our media is doing, unfortunately, to our marriages. So we have so many people who are leaving their marriage, not because they really were to leave the marriage, but it is because there is a notion that is being created out there that marriage do not work.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, thank you so much, Pastor Elijah. I'm about to ask you, because we are very quick and we're very quick to post each other on social media and celebrating one another on social media, but rarely do we do this on the ground. Now, there are people who are couple goals on social media, but kwa ground, mambo ni tofauti.
Yes.
And you know, when we are on social media and we see what is happening, what we are creating to one another is pressure. But mambo kwa ground
ni tofauti.
Ni tofauti. Speak to our people out there.
You see, the thing is, you would rather not post first, but work out the marriage first. Because out there should be a manifestation. It's like baptism. The reason why we baptize people is because we want them to show people what has been happening, the work that has been happening on the inside now is manifested on the outside. So the best place to begin, even before the selfies and before the photos, before the posting, it should be from within, such that whatever you are posting there is an overflow.
Wow.
I don't know whether you're getting this thing. You know, it is an overflow. It's a work that has already been done. It is the way you are enjoying marriage from within. It is easier to create an opinion that marriage is working out there to other people. And then when you get home, it is nail to mouth. You don't see eye to eye. You cannot, some people do not even sleep in the same room. But because there is the pressure of social media, they must take a photo together and, you know, post out there that it's couple goals. My prayer is one, Shiko, that we lead a genuine marriage.
Lead a genuine marriage.
You would rather not post. But by the time you are posting, be sure you are one. Be sure you are an example. Because again, of course, I appreciate the effort. Because that's what I want to see more. Couples posting one another out there. Because if you don't do that, the other world are posting the impossibilities.
Exactly.
So we need as many people to take selfies and post out there that marriage works. If we can go with that hashtag, marriage works, and everyone is taking a selfie with their spouses, is posting out there. But I also want us to go a step further, where you are posting what you are living in your house.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Pastor Elijah. As we do a parting shot, kindly tell us, how can we make good of this technology? Because I believe that it has two sides. There's the positive and the negative. So how can we make good use of technology in our marriages and even to connect better?
They say that a nation falls because good citizens will keep quiet and do nothing. And I will also say marriage will fail. If it is to fail, I pray that it doesn't fail. But marriage institution will fail if the good marriages decides to keep that to themselves, while the notorious ones are out there and, you know, saying this is my 7th marriage, and even the 7th marriage we are not even sure whether it will stand. So my challenge would be for us to be able to maximize social media. We need to get positive vibes about marriage. We need to gather positive vibes about marriage. If it is that selfie, it is taken and there's a caption there saying, it may be tough, but we are willing to fight all the way. It may be tough, but we are willing to, you know, still hold on in our marriage. It is our 6th marriage, but we know we will get to 40. It is our 10th year in marriage, but we know we will get to 40 years. When we see such positive vibes, people now begin to change the trend. The trend begins to change. People begin to love the marriage. And remember, we are also shaping a notion for those who want to get into marriage. There are people who want to get into the institution of marriage, but then when they see what is going on and what is created in the social media, they think that is how marriage is.
Wow.
The picture painted out there is that marriage does not work. So how will a young person who have never gotten married admire even to get into the institution of marriage? Unless the good, I am saying, the one who are willing to labor for their marriage goes viral.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much, our viewers. And my prayer is that all of us will be willing to work on our marriages.
Yes.
And whatever we are taking out there, let it be an overflow, so that we don't allow whatever is happening to infiltrate into our marriages and damage it at the end of the day. God bless you. God bless your union. Thank you so much, Pastor Elijah. Looking forward to have another and another. See you.
God bless.